We have French-speaking districts, Dutch-speaking, and German-speaking area. And tonight, Alice will focus on the French-speaking area for us, and then she will introduce us the institution and also some the education system, the life and culture in the Wallonia districts. So before we move on to our session, just give us all of you a quick reminder regarding our QA. For the QA part, whenever you have a question regarding our presentation or videos or anything we talk about during the session, please leave your message in the QA part and we will answer it at the very end of the session. So Alice, now you have the control of the session. Let's welcome her.
Okay, nice. Thank you for introducing me. So hello, everyone. Alice, I'm from Belgium, the French-speaking part of Belgium, and I'm the representative for Wallonie-Brussels Campus, which is the agency for promoting the higher education institutions of the French-speaking Belgium abroad. So today, I will share with you a presentation we made about the higher education system in French-speaking Belgium, about the life in Belgium, how does it work, what kind of study course we propose in French-speaking Belgium. And then we will come back together to share another video with a testimony from an international student. We had a study period in Belgium, and then to finish the session, we will be together for the Q&A session, and I will be happy to answer to all your questions. So let's start with the video, the webinar video, and you can note all your questions, and we can share it together after the video.
Hi everyone, my name is Alice and I'm the representative for Wallonie-Brussels Campus, the agency for promoting French-speaking Belgium's higher education abroad. Today, I will give you an overview of all the necessary information regarding your study period in our country. Ready to discover what Belgium has to offer? Let's go! First off, let's start with a quick presentation about our beautiful country. Belgium is a federal state of Western Europe. The country is one of the 6 founding members of the European Union. There are more than 11 million inhabitants in Belgium, and as you may know, the capital of this country is Brussels, which is also the capital of the European Union, a beautiful city. Despite its small size, Belgium is also one of the most globalized countries in the world. There are more than 1,000 international companies and institutions based in Brussels. Besides the 3 national languages, French, Dutch and German, English, Spanish, Arabic and many other languages are also spoken in Belgium. Belgian society is characterized by its openness and its diversity. Therefore, in addition to being strategically located in Europe, Belgium is a multilingual country. As a result of having 3 national languages, it has 3 communities. The French-speaking community, better known as the Wallonia-Brussels Federation, the Dutch-speaking community, and the German-speaking community. Each community has its own language, but also its own higher education system. Let's speak now about the French-speaking one. The Wallonia-Brussels Federation has a widely diversified higher education system with 3 types of institutions: universities, university colleges, and schools of arts. These different types of institutions offer programs of an academic or professional nature. This diversity in our programs allows us to meet the needs and expectations of society and also offer a wide landscape of higher education opportunities. In addition, our higher education institutions are fully integrated in the European higher education area as well as in the Bologna process, a real advantage for students. Here we have a general overview of the higher education structure in the Wallonia-Brussels Federation. Don't allow this to intimidate you. It's less complicated than it sounds. All of our programs are organized into 1, 2, or 3 cycles. The first cycle corresponds to bachelor's degree programs, which take 3 or 4 years. The second cycle corresponds to master's degree programs, which take 1 or 2 years. And the third cycle corresponds to PhD studies. These programs are structured in credits, called ECTS, which stands for European Credit Transfer System. One academic year corresponds to 60 ECTS. These credits are transferable to more than 40 countries which form part of the European higher education area. Good news! Studying in the Wallonia-Brussels Federation will open doors to other European countries. Your qualification will be readily recognized and eventually will give you access to the whole European job market. As you can see, there are 6 universities spread across the Wallonia-Brussels territory. These 6 universities offer high-quality research-based education. Among the population of approximately 98,000 students, 25% of them are international, and specifically 40% of PhD students come from abroad. Many research collaborations take place in inter-university doctoral schools. So, if you decide to study or research in one of our universities, you will meet people from all around the world. Besides the universities, there are also 19 university colleges spread across the Wallonia-Brussels territory. The university colleges aim to produce excellent professionals that will contribute to the economic, social, democratic, and cultural development of Wallonia-Brussels. Our university colleges offer programs that are based on both theory and practice. The students have the opportunity from the first year of their program to receive professional experience in the labor market through internships. University colleges also develop applied research projects linked with enterprises and play an important role in the economic health of Wallonia-Brussels. A further benefit is that our university colleges are heavily involved in international collaborations. Finally, in French-speaking Belgium, there are 16 schools of arts. Among these schools, the proportion of international students ranges from 30 to 90%. These institutions offer courses in visual arts, performing arts, or music. From the first year of their program, the schools of arts offer a link between art practices, learning, and research. Do you have artistic ambitions? These schools are perfect for you. In French-speaking Belgium, the academic year is divided into 3 terms, with an exam session in each term. Students take courses from September until the end of December. In January, they have the first period of exams. Teaching resumes between February and mid-May, and the students then finish with another exam period in June. Finally, students have the possibility to resit exams in September during the 3rd term of the academic year. Are you interested? To join our higher education system, the admission procedure involves the following steps. First step, you identify the institution and the study course to which you wish to register and check that you fulfill the admissions criteria. Second step, you fill out an admissions request, generally online on the website of your chosen institution. Third step, you are invited to submit your application by post or by email, including all relevant documents. Fourth step, your application is analyzed. This can take several weeks. Finally, you will receive the decision of the higher education institution. You may wonder what distinguishes French-speaking Belgium from other countries. Well, I see at least 6 good reasons to choose this country. Belgium is in the heart of Europe. Our country is well connected with all nearby countries. Almost all European capitals are reachable very quickly by train or by plane. In addition, Belgium plays a strategic role in Europe as many international institutions and enterprises have their head offices here. The higher education institutions, researchers, professors and students can obviously benefit from this by pursuing training and formulating partnerships. Interesting, isn't it? Reason number 2. The excellence of our higher education institutions. The Wallonia-Brussels Federation offers a very favorable environment towards innovation, especially in the fields of biotechnology, logistics, life sciences, aeronautics and the environment. With the support of our political authorities and research funds, higher education institutions have developed a large panel of research and development centers, spin-offs and scientific parks which welcome a wide international community as indicated in the statistics. As an example of Belgian excellence, 3 of our universities are ranked in the top 100 of Europe's most innovative universities. And lots of Nobel Prize winners graduated from Belgian higher education institutions. Reason number 3, the study costs. The Wallonia-Brussels Federation has made democratic access to higher education one of its highest priorities. That's why, in comparison to many countries, admission fees are low for students, as the majority of the costs are borne by public institutions. For example, for non-European students, a 2-year master's degree will cost about 5,000 euros. People from the European Union will pay about 800 each year, as will doctoral students, whatever their nationality, for their first year of PhD. Then, for the following years, the annual fee for doctoral students are only between 30 and 60 euros. On this table, you can see an estimate of the monthly cost of living for a student. Of course, several grants are also available for international students. All the information is on our website, studyinbelgium.be. Don't hesitate to check it out. Reason number 4. Belgium is very open, very multicultural and very international. For example, you can see the high proportion of international students, professors and researchers in its higher education institutions. Moreover, higher education institutions have been developing international programs and degrees for many years through, for example, the Erasmus program. They also have great experience in developing and managing joint programs or double PhD degrees. This type of collaboration is a very powerful instrument for fostering international research cooperation. Reason number 5. To learn French, of course. Don't forget that it's the 5th most spoken language in the world. Of course, many of our programs are entirely taught in English. If you do not speak French, you can easily study and research in English. But keep in mind that you always have the opportunity to learn French for free during your studies in Belgium, which will open doors for you in the progression of your career. Last but not least, reason number 6. Belgium offers a very good quality of life and an excellent healthcare system. Culture and sports are easily accessible to students. We have a very vibrant cultural life with lots of international festivals. Tomorrowland is probably the most famous one. According to a recent EU report, Belgium is the happiest country in the European Union. So join us and experience the joy of Belgium. In the meantime, if you have any question, don't hesitate to contact us by email or via our website. Thanks for watching, and who knows, maybe see you soon.
Okay, everyone, thank you for watching this video. Thanks for watching. I hope the video was interesting for you, and you could find answer to your questions. Now I propose you to watch a video about one testimony for an international student from Japan. And after this testimony, we can start with the Q&A session.
私は新手優子です。慶応大学で助教をしています。私は、研究としては、フランスの現代思想を研究しています。ベルギーには、2015年の9月から、2016年の9月までいました。ルーヴァンカトリック大学に留学していて、その時はルーヴァンラヌーブに住んでいました。ワロニ・ブリュクセル・アンテルナショナルの、奨学金を受けたんですけど、その返事を受け取った時は本当に嬉しくて、というのは、私は哲学をやっているので、あんまりそれは、逆にすぐ結果が出るみたいな研究でもないし、で、私がやっていたその研究主題というのもすごく有名なものではなかったので、でも、ワロニー・ブリュクセル・アンテルナショナルは私に奨学金をくれるんだって思ったら、それはすごく嬉しかったです。En fait, c'était magnifique parce que le monde académique de philosophie en Belgique est vraiment ouvert. Les professeurs étaient vraiment accueillants. Et c'est la raison pour laquelle j'ai choisi Belgique. Pendant le séjour en Belgique, tu peux aller partout de Europe, de pays d'Europe vraiment facilement. Pas seulement l'avion, mais avec le train aussi. En fait, c'est vraiment important pour moi d'avoir l'expérience d'étudier en Belgique parce que en tant que chercheuse, c'est une carrière vraiment importante d'avoir l'expérience d'étudier en pays francophone et dans un institut de recherche bien qualifié. L'expérience elle-même était vraiment magnifique aussi et ma recherche est beaucoup avancée. なので、多分思っているより素晴らしいことが起きるので、奨学金への応募をぜひ頑張ってください。
Okay, so you could listen from a testimony from a student who obtained a grant to pursue her research in one of our university, the University Catholique de Louvain, Catholic University of Louvain. And now we can start with the Q&A session. I will be happy to try to answer to all your questions. As I said in the video, we have a website, studyinbelgium.be. In the website, you can find a lot of information about a study period in Belgium, about the visa or about the procedure to enroll in a higher education institution in French-speaking Belgium. You can also find a study course. So I guess that it will be a good tool for you to investigate about study in French-speaking Belgium. But now you can ask your question and I will answer on live.
All right. Thank you, Alice. I think the video do conclude the most very important part of studying in Belgium. First of all, let's start with a question regarding the so-called credit requirements. Like for example, you mentioned 3 circles at the very beginning of the video. Like there has like minimum ECTs that each cycle they have to complete. So could you probably go back to that part and probably explain the each part of the requirement for this?
Okay, nice. I will try to explain better the 3 cycles we have in Belgium, but it's also in the European area of higher education. The first cycle, it's the bachelor degree in 3 years, which means 180 credits. And to follow with a master degree, which is the second cycle, you have to get a bachelor degree in the same area of the master you want to pursue. So, for example, if you want to start a master degree in Belgium, you will need your bachelor degree, and you also will need a linguistic level in the language teach in this master. I mean that in French-speaking Belgium, most of our study courses are taught in French, but we have also master in English, and so you need a level in French if it's a master teaching French, or English if it's an English-speaking master. So it's the condition to follow with a second cycle a master degree. And the master degree can be in 1 year or 2 years. The most of the time, the master is about 120 credits in 2 years. It's the normal master, I mean, but there is also 60 credits master in 1 year, but it's more about specialized master. You will start after a 2-year master's. So I'm not sure it's understandable, but the normal master, the second cycle is the 2 years master's, and after you can follow with a specialized master in 1 year to pursue in one area of research you are interested in. After your master, your second degree, you can follow with a third degree, which is the PhD degree, to start a research, a scientific research. And to start a PhD, there are like a few conditions. You need a 2 years master degree. You also need to prove good results in your prior studies. And the third condition, it's the most important for me. You need to have a proposal thesis, which means that you know what kind of question and problematic you want to research during your PhD. And you need to have an agreement from a promoter, a supervisor, who is a researcher or a professor from one of the higher education institution in French-speaking Belgium. And then if you have this agreement, written agreement, so you can enroll in the universities to start your research. I hope it was clear, but do not hesitate to ask more details if it was confused.
Okay, so well, that means like if a student would like to move on to PhD, they have to first have their master with at least 120 ECTS.
Exactly.
Right? So like they cannot just have like finished just one specialized master to move on to PhD. They have to complete at least 2-year master, like general
Exactly.
master program. Yeah.
Exactly. To start the PhD degree, you need at least 5 years of studies in your previous academic career.
I see. So that's the minimum requirement.
Exactly.
Okay. So I think most people will be a little bit like curious about the Wallonia-Brussels Campus. Would you like to like probably shortly introduce us what would be the role of your agency, like
Okay.
being connecting a student or connecting the Belgian schools with international students? What kind of support you might provide?
Okay. Our agency have 2 main missions. The first one is to inform and help students in their project to study in French-speaking Belgium. So we are in student fair. We have like communication tools like leaflet or our websites. And the second mission is to help to support our higher education institutions to have a good internationalization, to have like partnership with international higher education institutions. So for you, I guess international students, we can help you and we do so with our website. Maybe I can share my screen to show you our website and show you the tool that can be interesting for you. Studyinbelgium.be. Here it's a public page for all international students.
Right.
And for me, the more important, the first step, it's to find the study course you are interested in, and you can do that with find a study program. And then you can check the program with a lot of factors, like I want a master in science and technology, maybe, and in engineering. I don't know. It's like an example. And then I speak English, so I will check for an English-speaking master and in one university. And so up I can search, and then the formation will appears with the higher education institution where the study course are given. You can see Université Libre de Bruxelles, Université Catholique de Louvain, Université de Liège, and you can check more information, and you will be oriented with to the higher education institutions page. So it's a first tool that it's very important to go with your research of study program in French-speaking Belgium. Let me show you another tool we have. Here you can find all the higher education institutions we have. As I tell in the video, we have universities, university colleges, and schools of arts. The main difference between university and university colleges is that university is more theoretical, more academic, and university colleges have a good level too, but have a focus in professional skills. You can, for example, start an internship in your career. So it's the main difference. Schools of arts, it's more about music and theater to start study course in arts. And here you can check all the higher education institutions we have. Maybe you can have an interest to grants. Here you have a tools to find the grants suitable for you. It can be a research grant, as in the video of the student from Japan who obtained a grant from Wallonie-Brussels International, which is an excellent grant to pursue research and PhD study in French-speaking Belgium. And here you can check all the scholarship we have in Belgium, but also in other international institutions. For example, the agency, the French-speaking university agency, who propose scholarships. So it's a good tool to find a grant to support your study period. Here you can find a Q&A session, but with the question we often have from students. And here you can check more testimonies from students from all the world, Italy, Canada, Brazil, and check experiences students may have in French-speaking Belgium.
So, for example, if students interested in certain school within the Wallonia-Brussels, they can go to the studyinbelgium.be website and then check the program, get a link to the school, and they can find all the requirement or any application
Exactly.
requirement for. Okay.
Exactly. And if students have more questions about that, because maybe they have a question about details or something like that, they can contact us. There are a contact links in our website, so do not hesitate. We will answer your question as soon as possible.
All right. So which means when they try to submit an application to certain school, they have to go to the school's webpage instead of go to the Study in Belgium.be website.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. When the students know the formation, the study course they want to follow and to start, the enrollment is directly in the website of the higher education system. Here they can find an enrollment request on the website. They have to enroll before the end of April, which is the end of the admission request. And then the higher education institution will come back to them with a question, maybe because they need some documents. And then after the file is completed, the higher education institution will analyze the admission request, and then they will give the answer to the students. Then when the students have a positive answer, so they can start with the visa process to the embassy in their country. They need a long visa D, but with the acceptation of the higher education institution, they can start the administrative visa process.
Right. All right. Perfect. So let's talk about the application. What if a student choose to study like a French program? Is there any like minimum French language certificate level they need to submit in general?
Yes, it's a very good question. We have each university and higher education institution have their own criteria to assess the level of students. But generally speaking, the level needed to start a study program in French, it's the B2 level from the European level. And the university or the university colleges can ask like the official B2 level from maybe the Alliance Française, the French alliance in your country, or maybe they can ask you for their own exam, or maybe they can trust you. It depends of the higher education institution, but to be able to follow the study program in French, we recommend to have the B2 level, which is upper and intermediate level. And the same in English, if the study program is teaching English.
Well, for example, we talk about visa as well. So it's about like student visa. What about the say job searching visa or job visa after graduation? For example, in some other country in Europe, they may give student, a graduate student, probably a year or probably to 18 months to search or find a job in locally. Is there any opportunity in Belgium?
Okay, yes. First, I want to say that during their study program, students can work until 20 hours each week to have their own money to maybe complete the grant. So while studying, they can work 20 hours each week, and during the school's holiday, the academic holiday, they can work without a limit number of hours, but it's during their study. After their study, for now, students don't have the possibility to stay with their long-term visa students because it's only for studying, but we are in process to let the students stay 1 year to find a job. But if they find a job during their study, maybe in the enterprises where they had an internship, for example, they can stay, but they need to start a new process of visa for a working visa.
What about the job market, like in Belgium, or say in Wallonia-Brussels? What was the job market, or are there many job opportunities for international students?
Yes, there are opportunities. As I said in the video, we have like innovative society, and especially in the field of biotechnology, aeronautics, or logistics, and it's that field of study and of work. We miss professional students, and so enterprises and companies look after international students who had a master, for example, or a bachelor degree in Belgium. So there are opportunities, but especially in that kind of field.
We have another question regarding our application requirements. I think the students interested in pharmacy or chemical, is it chemical engineering or chemistry? Which program may require higher qualification from students?
Okay. Another time, I know it's complicated, but each higher education institution have their own criteria regarding the equivalence of the diploma. So to know if their qualification are suitable to start a master, they need or they want to start, they need to ask the university or the university colleges if their qualification will be recognized and will be suitable to start it, or if they need like 1 year to have some credits they need in the field to start this master. So I can't give a general answer for that because it's up to the higher education institution.
Right. So it's not just depends on the subjects or the majors that you would like to master in. It also depend on each school's requirement for
Exactly.
students. So basically they can check through the Study in Belgium, the BE website, to check first of all their subject they're interested in. What's the top program would you like to register or enroll in the French or English program, and they can go to they can go through each school's website to check their requirements for each subject, right?
Exactly.
Okay. The last question, since we have an interview video with a Japanese student receiving the WBR scholarship, could you please probably provide more information about this? Like, for example, what would be the minimum qualification? When is the application deadline each year for international students?
Okay, yes.
Probably how much is the grant?
Yes, of course. There are a lot of grants, a few from Wallonia-Brussels International, other one from international institutions, and each grant is different. So there are grants for PhD students, there are grants for master students, so it will be different for each one. So I suggest to check on the tool I show you the criteria and the modalities, the specificities of each grant. But the grant mentioned in the testimony you receive from the student from Japan is the excellence grant from Wallonia-Brussels International. And this grant allows international students to have short stay or large stay of research in one of our universities. And I will send you by the conversation the links, and so and the links for the application, and so you can check and you can apply if you are interested by. But thank you once for this opportunity. I see my colleague from Belgium, Peter and Philippe. Hi to you guys, and thank you to all the students to listen this webinar, and we will be happy to answer all your questions if you have more by email. So do not hesitate to contact us.
Sure. Thank you, Alice. I think we will also share the video that you just broadcast for us tonight. Then we can have the contact and for information. The audience can also review the information we just had tonight. Okay. I also share the link with them. I think it'd be better if they can get it.
Okay, I share some links I show you from our website, so all students can copy paste.
And we also shared information with you after the session by email. So just double check your email inbox whether you received it or not. All right. So thank you.
Okay,
Alice,
I will pay attention.
Okay.
Thank you.
Second part, no problem. Thank you.